All right, so let's go. Let's get started. Now, the importance of failure. As adults, we do a pretty good job of insulating ourselves from situations we're not good at, or we may find ourselves at risk or high risk of failing at. Now, it's not often you'll see a adult learning how to swim if they've never been taught how to swim, learning how to ride a bike if they've never been taught how to ride a bike. Generally, you get to the age of 12 and then you start to accept all of the things that you've been taught and you don't learn anything, or you don't learn much else unless you're up like 100% motivated to learn that particular skill. And which brings us to the topic of body transformation. We've got a very warped sense of being coachable in this country. We attend thousands of different fitness classes, do thousands of different exercises at the gym, start and stop. We try diet after diet after diet, and most people, whilst they're eating 6 times a day, eating what they consider as healthy and exercising, they'll never change their body composition, that being body fat and muscle mass. And the reason they won't change that is because they're not being 100% honest with themselves or their situation. Okay, they're not ever, "G'day Luke, hey buddy, how you going?" They're not ever determining a starting point. So this is a really important message that I want to get across to you, and it was one of those messages that were just kept on being repeated over and over again at level 3. The main difference between a meal plan or a exercise plan and what you do are worlds apart. The difference is huge, and that's why with what we do, we don't prescribe meal plans. We'll give you an exercise program, but we're more interested in what you actually do and your accountability to that plan, or what you actually eat, because what we can then do is we can draw lines between what you're currently doing and what you want to do or where you want to be. And when we start drawing those lines, we can find the quickest path possible from point A to point B. Okay, it doesn't make sense to change 100 different things in your regime if you want to get healthy, and not know exactly which one did the job. Okay, and that's what a lot of people do. They'll, as soon as they jump off the couch, they'll be like, "All right, here we go. I want to get healthy." So they'll change all of their food. They'll completely smash some exercise program, and then all of a sudden they've got this unsustainable routine that they can't keep up, and therefore the result goes with that. So the importance of failure is that every time you do fail, what's meant to happen is you are pushed to do better each time. Unless you actually feel the failure, you won't learn from that experience. Perfect example is back when I started competing. The first time I ever competed, I had no idea what I had ahead of me, and I had no idea the feeling of getting up on stage and winning, losing. I had no idea of what it felt like to be up there and not being 100% conditioned. So that first time, I brought a reasonable package to stage. I got judged on it. It wasn't my best result. And then every single time after that, I worked on getting better and better and better. And I got better and better and better as I went along. But had I have gotten on stage that first time and won, I probably wouldn't have gotten better. The last time you sat down for a maths test, let me ask you, did you feel confident in doing that test? Did you just walk into the test one day and think, "Oh, I feel confident"? Chances are you probably didn't. Chances are you either did one or two different things. You prepared really well and studied all year for that one test and was confident in nailing that test, or you didn't study for it and you didn't feel confident. And this is quite often what happens when people come up to certain dates that have been set for them, accountability-wise. So, for example, a photo shoot, they'll start to get nervous in a few weeks before, and they'll start working really hard and they'll start worrying about the real small things. But for different you know, in this example, in this case, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. In this case, and body transformation wise, when you start thinking about, hey Brianna, when you start thinking about a particular result, so a photo shoot, a wedding, if you're getting in shape for something, and then you start working really, really hard 6 weeks out, what you do in that 6 weeks won't actually show up for another 6 months. And what you've done for the last 6 months will show up on that day. So sweating the small stuff in the lead up to an event, like summer, wedding, photo shoot, so on and so forth, isn't really productive at all. What's better to happen is if you have fluffed around, stuffed around for the last 6 months, and you do have a date coming up, go to that date, be 100% accountable to that date. So if it's a photo shoot, because I know there are some girls in the group right now who are feeling a bit uneasy about the whole photo shoot thing coming up. If you have stuffed around for the last 6 months, haven't worked as hard as you probably could, and you don't do this photo shoot, you're not going to feel the failure and you won't improve. Okay, so you'll get off. And when you get off and you don't particularly have a consequence, then there's no reinforcement that what you've done for the last 6 months is not the right thing to do. And then there will be no urge or want to become better. So this is how we get better, guys. And you have to apply the whole falling off the bike, getting back on the bike rule here. So to everyone who's got a photo shoot coming up, or you're working towards a particular event, know that the last 6 to 12 months, whatever you've done consistently for that time, is what you're going to present on that day. Nothing you do in the next 3, 6, 12 weeks is going to change that. Work consistently towards another goal 12 months away for the next 12 months, and you'll see a dramatic change. So if you truly want to change and transform, you need to extend the time and be consistent. Now, you don't have to be perfect, so this is the cool bit. The longer the time, the less perfect you need to be. The less perfect you can get away with being. For example, if somebody only eats twice a day, and those two meals twice a day consists of one takeaway meal and something really quick in the morning, that's a starting point. If you take one of those meals away and replace it with a better meal, you're going to get a result. And who's not to know that one particular change won't result in a 5 kilo loss or a drop in the dress size, so on and so forth. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is you don't need to go straight to eating 6 meals a day. You don't need to go straight to drinking protein shakes and taking fat burners, working out twice a day. You can simply start from where you are now, and if you're starting on the couch, if you just do one workout a week for the next 12 months, that's 52 workouts, 52 chances for you to get fitter and better. And if that's all you can sustain, then that's perfect. Okay, because who's not to say that in 12 months you won't lose 5 or 10 kilos just from that one exercise session? And the same goes for food. So if you swap out just one takeaway meal a week for that 52 weeks, that could easily, right there, be, off the top of my head, that's about probably 52 weeks. Let's say a 2,000 calorie meal over 52 weeks. What have we got there, guys? This is about 100,000 calories. That's a lot of calories to cut out from a year. Okay, that could very easily amount to 5 to 10 kilos. So there you go, guys. That's the importance of failure. So the importance of failure, I'll sum this up. The importance of failure is to feel the fear and feel the consequence of whatever you've done, and then to give you the drive to keep pushing forward every single year. Okay, if you fail consistently, one day you'll get there, and one day you'll get better and better. And the second thing was why you don't need to be perfect to succeed. You don't need to be perfect to succeed, because where you're starting right now is all you need to know, and then you start making small changes along the way, and eventually you'll get there. All right. I hope you enjoyed this talk, guys. Thanks for tuning in live. If you're watching later on, comment. I'll get back to the comments. We have Megan jumping up for the role model challenge at the end of the week on Friday, 6 p.m. She'll be on, so I'll make sure I share the link into the group so you can see her stuff. She's worked really hard for this. I'm so proud of her, and I'll be jumping on at 12 p.m. as well. So if you are on Facebook around lunchtime, you'll be able to see me. I'll be strutting my stuff as well. What else have we got coming up? So a few more exciting things. Lewis is coming to the Transformation Awards evening. That's going to be really cool. He's going to meet a bunch of people who are awesome, motivating. I think it's going to be really good for him. And next year, we're going to want to bring a bigger group of MPs, people like you, down to the MP Awards night where we get to celebrate, have fun, and enjoy a whole year of training together and the rewards of that whole year of training. So I'll be putting together a table for that and a table for my trainers. Luke, that's you, mate. I'm going to be taking my trainers down there as well. So this will be a massive carrot for you guys to work towards too, which will be very exciting. So make sure if you haven't looked into any of our body transformation programs for next year, you do that. If you are signed up for something, you can still look at them. And you'll be able to see how we structure everything and how we put a whole program together with a carrot and the work that you need to put into to get to that carrot. Carrot being something exciting and fun to work towards, because there's nothing worse than working towards or exercising and eating healthy for no good reason. Okay, we all need a good reason to do it. Okay, so make sure you jump on the Whiskey India Tango link that has been flying around. It's very cool. I think what we put together is one of the best body transformation programs around. So thanks again. Enjoy your Wednesday night, your Halloween night. I'll see you next time. Bye.